What? Excuse me? Armed robbery? What? Excuse me? Armed robbery? Hello everybody, it's me, Cowboy Legends for Life, coming back at you again with another video with my hopes that you like the last one. And yeah, that's just what I said. Deandre Baker and Quinton Dunbar has been issued warrants for their arrest for an alleged armed robbery at some sort of party cookout somewhere in Florida. And I don't even care where, because Florida is a place where, you know, it'd be a nice place to live, a vacation spot. But I think there's something in the water in Florida, and either that or it might be we might need to nuke Florida. Okay, so I changed my mind about Philadelphia. We might still need to nuke Philadelphia, but I still think we need to nuke Florida. Anyway, but it's just that what propelled NFL players that were already drafted, already in the NFL, already been in the league, and apparently gotten issues of money that would probably choke a cow, right? I don't know how much either one of these players are getting, but I do know that it's NFL money, pro sports money, and that's good money, right? But what would propel you to want to rob somebody at gunpoint with an automatic or semi-automatic rifle and take their watches and their money and whatever else, maybe some sneakers and shoestrings and goddamn sandals, who knows? I don't know what's going on, but I do know that sounds the most ridiculous thing. Now, I'm not saying, I'm going to wait till the whole full story comes out. And I know that, like I said, the issues that have been warrant issues have been out for them. So we'll see what develops, right? But you see, I'm not going to, like I said, I did this before. I'm not going to go too far into this except for just to making this report on my channel, because I do remember something like this some years ago that happened with a Dallas Cowboy teammate, okay? And that was Lucky Whitehead. Remember Lucky Whitehead? That there was a warrant out for his arrest because he apparently robbed some convenience store, some like Wawa or some sort of coffee store, one of those chains. You know what I'm talking about, like 7-Eleven or something like that. And he had gotten this sandwich and gotten this and some other some goodies and something else, and pulled out a gun and said, "I'm out." And apparently it turns out to be that it was somebody that looked like Whitehead, or was trying to imitate himself as Whitehead. But it was a warrant issued out for his arrest. But that was quickly pulled back. However, the Cowboys let him go anyway. Okay, you know why they let him go? Because the reason why they let him go was because there was some issue between him and Ezekiel Elliott. When Ezekiel Elliott in his sophomore year, second year in the league, was going through that issue with that young girl that was a pole dancer, and she thought that Ezekiel was going to marry her after he became in the NFL. So she filed a complaint that he beat her up and got her friends to say that he beat her up. You know, the girl just flat out lied. So Roger Goodell, who's been a sick asshole that he is, I'll never like him, okay, suspended Ezekiel Elliott for 6 weeks for something that was no evidence of any kind that he did anything to this girl. And some conduct unbecoming, and we did somewhere, I think, other things off the field. You know, TMZ running around, following him around. Of course, if you put yourself in a situation to be mocked at and looked at and followed, then that's what's going to happen. So I think Ezekiel got a little bit smarter, and at least for this past coming season anyway. The thing is that apparently Lucky Whitehead was also sleeping with the same girl. That was knowing that it was Ezekiel Elliott's girl, so she was playing both sides, trying to get herself to be an NFL wife. And you know how some of these women are. Let's be honest about that, all right? So Ezekiel Elliott. So the Cowboys knew that it was some issue with that, so they got their excuse because it was allegedly said or found out about, and they went ahead and cut Lucky Whitehead anyway. They cut him anyway. So, but here's the thing. Everybody rushed the Dutchman because you know why? They're Dallas Cowboys. He was a Dallas Cowboy. Both of them. They rushed the judgment on Ezekiel Elliott, and they rushed the judgment on Lucky Whitehead. My point that I'm giving is that, yes, we heard about this last week, they did, but it's real, right, at this point in time, coming through the front, to the fore. Now, if this was the Dallas Cowboys doing the same thing, okay, the same issue, the same act, you would have heard it that minute, that hour, that day that it happened. And TMZ would have been in the background trying to get to the front to get that news. You understand? So because there was a cowboy, you know, it wasn't a cowboy, you didn't get the news right away. Same thing happened with the cornerback for the Seattle, the former quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks that the Cowboys try to get. Right now his name escapes me. But it was almost over a month before ago or so. A couple of months, his wife pulled a gun on him with a bullet in the chamber at his face because he got caught with a couple of women in bed along with his brother and some whatever else was going on. And she chased him around the car while he snatched the gun from her when she chased him around the car with a knife. You didn't hear about that until last week. You understand? But it happened over almost 2 months ago. But if that was a cowboy, you would have heard it that minute, that moment, that day. This is the point I'm trying to make. Same thing with Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham, they showed a video of him in a bed with some cheap girl and some stupid ass punk passing him a blunt with some ugly, nasty looking pizza pie on the bed, and she's cutting up something that they think, no, you know what it was, and you ain't gonna cut with no baby powder. You know what I'm saying? Not unless you got ripped off, and he was smoking a blunt. On video, whoever was taking it, and it got went all the way around. There was not a single thing done to Odell Beckham. Not a single thing done to him. Okay? Not Roger Goodell opened his mouth, or except that we saw it, we were looking into it. And that's all you heard. That's it. They didn't touch Odell Beckham. But if that was a cowboy smoking a puff of weed, he'd be out for the rest of his life. He'll be out for the season, 2 seasons. And he had to beg to be back in the league. Do you understand what I'm saying? If that was a cowboy. And you know that already happened with 2 players already. Actually 3. You know what I'm saying? The Gregory, Davis, and then what's the other guy? I forgot his name right now. But anyway, Alden Smith, who's now been signed with the Cowboys and they're trying to get himself back in the league. The reason why he was taken out of the league is because he went through a number of incidences, a number of them, okay, of drugs and other related things that were illegal, and acts as well. But if he was a cowboy that day, the first incident, I'm telling you, they would have had him right in the office, ready to just chop his head off and get him out of the league. Something's funny about that. This is all predicated to Jerry Jones, his persona, his arrogance, and along with Roger Goodell being the asshole that he is. Period. Okay. It was all about money from then. Well, I told you the story. I'm not gonna go through all of it before. Why? But people are not. Some people are paying attention to that. What's going on between those two? It's basically about between. Jerry Jones and the NFL. Roger Goodell just playing he's playing the bad boy, the bag man, basically, in this fight between the Joneses and the NFL. They still want their money. They think they've been robbed. And that's okay. But anyway, I wanted to just point that out about these 2 guys being issued warrants for their arrest for armed robbery when you got a couple of $1 million in your pocket and you need to rob somebody? Really? Must be doing the wrong thing. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to make a video later on. Thank you, y'all. Peace.